Dan the Natural Man Show. Hey everybody, I hope everyone's having a good day today. Today I wanted to touch on brain diseases like we have today. And these diseases seem to be on the rise. I'm talking about things like dementia and Alzheimer's disease. These diseases that make people forgetful. And eventually in the end stages they can be, a lot of them don't remember anything about their lives, and they may go in and out of remembrance. But there are a lot of things that you can do to prevent and actually help improve, and in some cases completely reverse these brain problems with natural healing methods. And remember, in natural healing, we don't focus on the disease. That is not our wheelhouse. But we focus on the things that help the body get rid of disease. So with these brain diseases, the first thing you want to look at is your water, the water that you're drinking. This is important because there's abundant evidence now that heavy metals are some of the main causes of these brain diseases. Metals like mercury, aluminum, copper, things like that. So we want to make sure we're not getting a lot of those into our systems. So the most important thing that you want to remember when you're trying to alleviate some of these diseases is you want to drink distilled water. Why distilled water? Well, distilled water is pure water. Distilled water is the only water that has nothing in it. It has no chemicals, no bacteria or viruses, no minerals whatsoever, because remember, the minerals in drinking water are inorganic, so our bodies can't use them anyway. But also the distilled water helps to draw out the impurities out of the body. It helps to draw out the metals and the inorganic deposits, so it can help to start detoxing these chemicals out of our brains. Another thing we want to look at is high cholesterol. If you eat a diet that is high in saturated fat and cholesterol, it raises the cholesterol in your body, and this can stop up the small blood vessels in your brain and cause poor blood flow to those areas, which can damage it. So we want to get off all of the high cholesterol and high saturated fat foods. One of the best things you can do initially, especially if you're got a pretty bad case of dementia, is you can go to a juice fast for a few weeks. A juice fast along with some herbs like turmeric. We want to talk about turmeric because turmeric has been shown to reduce amyloid plaques in the brain. And this is another cause, one of the causative factors of these memory problems, because the brain actually accumulates these plaques and it interferes with nerve impulses. So turmeric, you want to take turmeric. Another herb we want to look at is cayenne pepper, because cayenne pepper increases the blood flow to the brain. And then the herb that we want to use with it is ginkgo biloba, because ginkgo biloba it also drives blood flow to the brain. So we want to use those two. And also the third herb, or the fourth herb, rosemary. Rosemary can help improve the memory. The other protocol you want to use this would be sun therapy, which means that the person takes a sun bath 10 to 15 minutes a few times a week, maybe 3 or 4 times a week. The vitamin D is very important for the whole body, the brain, and everything else. Another therapy, if you can do it, is exercise, moderate exercise, walking on a treadmill, something safe where they don't get injured, but to increase the blood flow. Even if there is a little hand cycle where they sit down, or a stationary bicycle, something that's safe, you know. And all these therapies combined are great. And we also, what we want to do, we want to make sure the bowels are working properly. We want to make sure you cleanse the bowels. There's been studies that actually shows that once you start to clean the bowels, the memory starts to come back in some of these patients. So bowel cleansing, distilled water, Get rid of the high fat and high saturated fat foods. Do your juice fasting. Do some moderate exercise. And clean the bowels. And get some sunshine. And breathe the fresh air. I'm telling you, if you do this long enough, you just might see some miracles. If this video has been helpful, like it and share it. Check out my page, DanTheNaturalMan.com. I'm working on a new article. It'll be coming up hopefully soon. And remember, until next time, keep it natural.